Damn. So just to update on the battle preparations, I didn't use the Speedwing on anybody. I remembered that I want to save it for one of the recruits in this chapter. I also sold a bunch of old iron weapons and stuff to make some money because there's something I want to buy here and I'm broke right now for some strange reason. So the first thing about this chapter is that it's got a brand new type of enemy unit. These are ballisticians, guys with massive siege bows that specialize in attacking at long range. And by long range, I mean very long range. Ballisticians use weapons unique to their class that all have an attack range of 3 to 10 spaces. This makes them pretty dangerous to approach, not necessarily on their own because they're defenseless once you get within the 3-tile blind spot next to them. But when there are multiple covering each other's ranges and regular enemies are mixed in among them like this, you can see how that makes this makes this entire area very dangerous to approach from any angle. The one mercy is that the default ballistician weapon, the Stone Hoist, has awful accuracy. The real obstacle here is this guy Jake, with the arrow spate. It's got a little bit less might than the Stone Hoist, but he has higher strength to make up for it, and it actually usually hits what it aims for, and it deals effective damage to flyers, just like regular size arrows. Jake alone makes it fairly difficult to approach the castle, and he's got plenty of backup to make things even worse. Across from the castle is a large residential district with many houses and shops and a whole bunch of mercenaries running rampant. There's a thief who starts by the castle who's planning to destroy the village down in the bottom right. It might look like it takes him a long time to get there, but he's actually a little bit quicker than you'd think. Things might get dicey this time, but we've come too far to just turn around now, so let's get to it. We're going to send the flyers over the mountains to start beating up these mercenaries, and everybody else is just going to go up. Oh, I totally forgot that Maria and Minerva have a talk conversation. I didn't do it last time. Let's do it now. I wonder if we'll actually make Maria a strong unit. That'd be kind of interesting. Close to impossible, too. Do we go with the weapon triangle advantage, or just use the weapon type that Minerva's actually better at? Let's start with the javelin, just to start with. And see if I can train up her sword rank a little bit. Now everybody else just has to make that long journey up the middle, because they can't fly. This might take a while. Alright. Important thing here is making sure that the healers can't get attacked. These guys have javelins too, which makes it even harder. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So Maria should be safe here no matter what happens. And I don't really mind anybody else getting attacked. Except maybe Wolf. I don't know if his defense can hold up. Eh. As long as we keep him out of range of both of them, they're fine. Basically stay on the right half of here and the ballisticians can't hit you. And I'm not too worried about the Pegasus Knights. Yeah, go attack Merrick when he's got the Excalibur equipped, I dare you. Yeah, her accuracy's not the best with any other weapon. Let's put her here so that they don't get defensive terrain when they try to attack her. Although they'll probably go for Sita because I don't think that any of them can do any damage to Minerva. Yeah. That being said, they can't really hurt Sita either. Oh, this guy's gonna try. A grave mistake. Come on, Minerva. At least she doubles that guy. You fool. That was an important crit. And we're gonna get up here with plenty of time to intercept the thief, so I'm not worried. Might just be better to leave Wendell here. I mean, this Pegasus Knight is going to go for him anyway, so might as well do some damage to him before the Pegasus gets too close. Good job. That's a crit. Not bad for an old guy. Beg your pardon, but I can't let you do that. Just trying to get Maria some more experience, but I don't think anybody's in range for her to heal. That's okay. Plenty of people are going to get hurt in a bit. Alright, let's start visiting some houses. It's more like only those with A-rank weapons. Bringing Bantu in might be a little bit tricky because he's going to lose a Dragonstone use every time he gets targeted by the Ballista. That being said, this one has a blind spot, or this is just out of range, getting up in melee with this guy. This guy has Thunderbolts. It's a magic Ballista, based off the user's magic skill and defended by resistance instead of defense. This house is very important. Make sure you go to this one. Going to it is the only way to unlock recruiting Jake, the ballistician, by the castle. It's also our first encounter with Anna, a recurring character in the Fire Emblem series, and practically its unofficial mascot at this point. We'll keep track of Anna sightings and how she changes over the years in her many, many appearances. Thanks, guy who knows a lot about ballisticians. Alright, let's move everybody up and do a good old cavalry charge on this guy. But first things first. This is Lind, daughter of the legendary and very dead mage Meloa. Comparisons to Merrick are inevitable, and while I haven't been using that guy very much, there's no denying the fact that he's around for much longer than Lind, with a lot more opportunities for him to level up and get strong before she even joins. Generally, I find Merrick to be a lot better because of this, and because Lind trades off speed for more power, and I generally consider fast characters who can double better than ones who just hit once very hard. That being said, my Merrick has gotten some very Lind-like growths so far, getting a lot of magic and not very much speed. Lind needs to be raised with care, but theoretically she can be very deadly if trained up. I'm going to keep her permanently on the team, both because Merrick isn't turning out the best, and because I want to be able to let her avenge her father's death personally. To help with that, I'm going to give her the Speedwing to get her closer to doubling people. She comes with Aura, a tome similar to Merrick's Excalibur. It's B rank, very strong, with 18 might, and can only be used by women with B rank in tomes. And, while Excalibur is the male-only version of that. Lind has the ability to use it no matter what her tome rank is, though. 9 speed. And speaking of Merrick, they have a talk conversation together. Nice to see a couple of book nerds talking shop. I think I've gotten all the houses. Time to go shopping. Not that I think I'm going to be able to buy very much. This is the only thing I wanted. This is why I sold a bunch of stuff in the battle preparations, to buy an extra men's staff. And then I think I'm too broke to afford anything else in town, but we'll check the other shops just in case. Alright. Abel doesn't have a javelin. It's kind of annoying since he's gonna get attacked by this guy. Sniper can also reach here, so there's potentially a lot of damage coming your way for whoever's standing here and beating up on the ballistician. I think the boss starts moving when you get closer too. So we've got this guy with only 11 damage, and this guy with 18, but he also has a killer bow, so I'm actually not gonna get up close and attack him because I don't want to have to deal with that unless I'm absolutely sure I'm not going to die even to a random crit. So it looks like it's Hardin's turn. What we can do is move people up, but keep them in the forest so that they're not likely to get hit by the Thunderbolt. Still not sure what I want to do with Bantu. Blech. Hey, stop that. Let's see. This guy does 18 damage, which is reduced down to 8 by Hardin's defense, so if that gets tripled from a crit, that'll be 24, and then it's only 1 damage from this guy, so Hardin won't die. This guy doesn't double, neither does this, so actually Hardin should be fine even if he gets crit. Yeah, that should be okay. Get out of here. Let's put on some ranged weapons to cover all our bases and start moving people in. So, still a little bit too hot in here to send Sita in to recruit Jake. She's the only one who can recruit him, because, as Anna mentioned, he only gives the time of day to pretty girls. So we're basically gonna park Sita on the edge of his range to prepare for her to swoop in once things get a little bit safer. And by safer, I mean once this sniper is dead. And maybe the mana keep. Let's see, where's Jake's range? Ends right there. I don't really mind her getting targeted by the stone hoist guy. I'd rather have him shooting at her than anybody else, honestly. Alright, Marth's gotta get going, so Wolf's gonna be our shopper. Or not, as the case may be, if I can't afford anything. Tomes, already stocked up. Could afford a fire tome. Swords, another rapier. Other stuff. Nothing I can buy. And a bunch of steel weapons. Nothing too interesting. Alright. %21 hit. Oh boy. Oh, 7 damage. I forgot to factor in the fort. Yeah, this was totally safe. Keep it up, Maria. So the boss here is one of the most dangerous types of boss. The type that isn't sitting still on the cease point and actually moves around the map and fights like a normal enemy. An enemy Manakete that can move is a lot scarier than the immobile, stationary one that we fought a few chapters before, but at this point we have enough tools to take him out pretty effectively. Just have to be careful not to get too close within his range. Or in Jake's. This guy is annoyingly resilient and fast. If we could get Ogma in here, we could kill him. How about we do this? That'll do. Bantu can't move. And we'll give the kill to Minerva. Got Spirit Dust, a stat booster that raises magic by 2. You can give it to a mage, obviously, but another option is giving it to a sword user that you're having the Levin sword on, so they can actually get some extra damage out of it. I wouldn't advise that, but it's an option. Got a pretty good Vanguard against them at this point. Could actually run in here, and if this Manakete wasn't in the way, if he wasn't so strong, we could run in here and take out this Ballistician right now. Yeah, with these Cavaliers blocking this part off, Sita can't safely get in. We just hold steady where we are this turn. Bantu might get attacked by someone with a Javelin and waste a Firestone use, but it's my own mistake. Yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to move Abel back and put Ogma here in anticipation of what I want to do next turn. Oof. Ogma, you gotta dodge those. As good as Ogma is, his survivability is not great. Decided to dogpile in this turn, that's really annoying. Should be able to mend him up, and we're gonna have to. Okay, first things first. Clearing a way for him. With the Worm Slayer, Ogma should be able to one-round this guy. Yep, definitely. He just takes 17 damage back, so we just need to make sure that he can take 17 damage and then potentially take a Stone Hoist hit without getting killed. Unless we can take this one out on this turn, which might not be outside the realm of possibility. 8. Yeah, if 2 Cavaliers come down, we can do that, so that just means we have to kill everyone up here on this turn. Should probably be more selective with how I use Bantu. Alright, Harden. Kane. And with that, Sita can swoop right in. So obviously Jake's range is 3 to 10 with the arrow spate. If we park Sita right on the edge of his range, she has 10 movement as a promoted Pegasus Knight, and she can swoop right in and talk to him, get within the range safely. The problem with this is that if you don't promote Sita, she only has 8 movement, so she can't safely be outside his range and then use her full movement to get inside. Even if we promoted her to a Draco Knight, she'd still be able to do this, so it's not exclusive to the alternate promotion we did. If you promoted someone else instead of Sita, your other options for getting her over to Jake safely without getting her shot by arrows include reclassing her to a Myrmidon or something for this chapter, which puts her on foot and hurts her combat abilities, and she's still going to take a hit, but she's not going to have a weakness to arrows, so she shouldn't get one-shotted. Or you can burn a Warp Staff use and just plop her down right next to him. Anyway, let's get him now. So Jake, he's a playable ballistician, and the ability to freely fire at people with no hope of them hitting back is just as good as it sounds. The arrow spate he comes with means he can obliterate flyers before they get too close to your main army, and it works pretty well on everyone else too. His base stats are nothing special, but they don't really need to be since he's not a traditional combat unit the way other people are. He's not going to be fighting at close range. If he is fighting at close range, you messed up somewhere and let people get too close to him. All that matters is that he can hit what I aim him at, and which he'll start to do better in a few levels under his belt for his skill and luck growths to kick in. Never thought I'd see the day where a character's most important stats are skill and luck. Oh yeah, and if Jake somehow gets a lot of speed, keep in mind that ballisticians cannot double in this game under any circumstances. If you drag Jake all the way back across the map to this village and go to Anna's house, she actually has unique dialogue with him, but I'm not going to do that because that would take way, way too long. Anyway, let's test out Jake against the boss. His hit rates are not great. And actually, come to think of it, the arrow spate only has 20 uses on. I kind of want to save him for when they're useful, so we'll just move him out of range of any danger. He gains the ability to move after Sita recruits him. And we'll see if we can take out this mana key here. Good crit, Ogma. It never fails. They always get the crit when they would have killed anyway. It's a good level. And an energy drop. Increases strength by 2. And that's pretty much the map done with. That wasn't too bad. Nothing left to do but drag Marth all the way over here. I wonder if we can give Lynn the kill on the boss. 7. Gets weighed down by 1, so he's actually at 6 speed. And she's just not fast enough, especially since she gets weighed down by books. Well, whatever. There'll be more opportunities. So yeah, instead of the boss being on the throne, or the castle gate, I guess, he decided to wander around and left this generic cavalier with a droppable javelin in charge. Okay, I'll take it. Maybe we can get the kill to Marth. He looks like he needs it. Get out of the way, Prince coming through. Oh yeah, and Jake has a conversation with Marth. Come on, Marth. Sita can set it up for him, if she doesn't get a crit. And if she can actually hit. Sita can't set this up for him. Oh boy. Do it to it, Kane. Alright, with that we can move Jake up. Talk to him. Yeah, secret shops, they're a thing. They're completely invisible shops in various places on the maps going forward from here. You need a special item in your inventory to get inside them that we don't have. Oh, come on, Marth. And people say Roy is the worst lord. Anybody else need healing next turn? I guess Minerva can be healed. Wow, Lena's getting a lot of magic. She's gonna be a monster when she promotes and can actually fight. Alright. Visited all the houses, checked the shops, got the people, got the stuff, killed everything. Let's seize. Hope you enjoyed this chapter, and I'll see you guys next time.